All right.
Alrighty. Alright. To the geo front. Bring up my...
Just so that you guys know, I cannot do next Monday.
Oh, dare. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Okay. Apparently, the dinner my parents set up for my sister is Monday, not Sunday. And immediately after, I'm going over to their house so I can dog sit the dogs Tuesday. Because they're taking my sister to college.
Hey, did you still have that key we got for this place a while back?
Got it right here. I've keeping it in my locker ever since. Produce the key. The doctor near the entrance should take us straight to the room that we're commandeered. Let's hurry. Right.
The hell?
When was this put here?
City management may have installed it to prevent any illicit tampering. The standard crime prevention measure. Moreover, this particular kind of padlock is primarily used by civil utility workers. In other words, it's safe to say this wasn't set up by a hacker. What should we do then? Break it open? No. That'd draw too much attention. We can afford to do this. Thanks. By the other party. Let's just keep going until we reach that little punk's room. Sounds good to me. Hold on, I'm gonna never get the end of this sound if I don't turn these back on. Hold on. Probably get tormented by a multitude of sounds than just singular sound. Oh, wonderful. Now we have to take the long way around.
Stop complaining, Wazzy.
I knew that was coming.
I had to summon her voice from the depths of my energy that I had to take a couple seconds, you know.
Oh, good.
Like a deep inhale, just like, no mouse seeker. Okay.
I think this is the way I'm supposed to go to get to his spot. I honestly don't remember. Wait, what? I can't use any more DP charge 2s.
Mm.
Oh, okay. 224 of 61. No answer. Odd. I placed the bookmark and made a note of her last line. It's not me they're after, it's what I'm carrying. Before standing and fiddling with the minor creases and imperfections on her clothing. I don't think I need to go up. I don't want to go up. If I remember it right.
Mm.
I don't remember the layout of this place. I wish I did. Chest, though. As you looted the penguin from the chest, you could have sworn it whispered something about a man is called Monsieur and the importance of daily exercise. I'm not sure what that reference is for.
I don't understand the Easter egg.
Oui, monsieur.
Yeah, but I don't understand the reference of the penguin with exercise. That's what is throwing me off.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Why am I not surprised that New Blanc's most ordered drinks are Bloody Shirleys and Jägermeisters?
Maybe it's a Japanese thing.
Maybe.
It could be. I'd find it weird, but it could be a reference to Nisa's mascot. And I guess America's mascot, because they have a penguin as their mascot.
Maybe.
I think it's from Disagaya.
That goes, oui, monsieur.
Well, it's from Disagaya franchise. It may be from that. I honestly don't know for sure. Five 61. She inspected her makeup, fixating on minor flaws that weren't there. She retrieved her hat, fitted with a black veil, and ensured not a strand was out of place. They weren't. There was no room for error. Why is there boss music? Oh, that's why there's boss music.
Ah.
It's music.
Oof.
Ugh.
Is it coming from the orbital stereo Jonas room?
The hell? What, is it on the fritz or something?
This could be a trap. Proceed with caution. Paintings, Orlando. 3 of us will charge in first. Rest of you follow in after. Right.
You got it, boss.
Acknowledged. Oh, it's creepy. I don't like it. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
No one's here.
No sign anyone's hiding either.
They gave us the slip. So this makes sense. We didn't pass anyone on the way here. That's because it's Campanella.
Mm-hmm. He just poofs. He doesn't care. Did they get away?
Yeah, it seems like it. Looks like we were right about the music, at least.
Ugh.
It's grating. Turn it off. Now.
Agreed.
Yeah, let me find the switch.
That's the trap. Oh no. There's something eerie about all this. I agree. And that off-key music certainly didn't do much to help.
This entire situation reeks of animosity. Wait, what's that on the monitors? Blueprints. Wait a minute.
These aren't just any blueprints, they're for Orcus Tower. They seem to be floor plans of the tower's interior.
Where did they get their hands on this? Huh? Damn it.
Told you, it's a trap.
Trap?
It's a trap!
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was putting my Fitbit on the charger. No good! It's completely sealed!
There must be some kind of orbital lock mechanism installed. What was that?
Who's there?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. I've been expecting you. Now the games can finally begin. I've left you all a little something to remember me by. Enjoy yourselves. What? This voice. It's coming from the terminal.
Is he serious? It's the puzzle game Chief Roberts gave us.
Here's my offer. Win against me. Best 2 out of 3, and I'll let you go. No competition's complete without a few stakes, so if you lose, you'll be burned to a crisp. What?
This is very Campanella.
Oh, absolutely.
No way!
What kind of gimmick is this? There weren't any signs of a trap.
Haha, shall we begin, SSS? Time is running out. You'll all be well done if you don't hurry, you know. Bastard. Lloyd, there's no other way. Damn, I want it.
This is very Campanella-esque, though. Of course, he would just be like, let's play Pom Pom Party. If you lose, you die.
Uh-huh. Oh, of course you would do that.
Oh no.
I don't like this minigame.
We're gonna let
More
him
difficulty and
fire.
retry.
Do you like any mini games?
I actually do really like this minigame. I'm just garbage at it. I actually very much enjoy this minigame. I just suck really bad at Pom Party. This game makes an appearance in the other series too, and I suck just as bad at it. But on the bright side, I like the fishing game in the other. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Yeah. Oh, I thought the game froze for a second. Yes!
That was amazing, Lloyd.
Damn good gaming, leader.
How about that? Maybe I underestimated you. Guess I'll just have to step my game up. This, I believe, would be Tio trying to reverse hack.
You've done enough already.
Ah!
That voice.
I am your opponent now.
Oh shit.
Prepare yourself.
Campanella's gonna get butt kicked. Oh my gosh.
That was satisfying to watch.
That was beautiful.
That was very satisfying. Yes.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but we're cutting it kind of close here.
Haha, nicely done. Suppose I did propose a match between myself and the SSS. So fine. You're free to go. Until next time, boys and girls.
It's open!
Quick, before it detonates. Right. Get down.
Oof.
Man, that kid's gonna be so pissed.
He used to be so mad.
Phew. I can finally unclench.
I thought I was about to meet Adios.
Who was that cat? Tio?
I am pleased to see that you avoided total incineration.
Yeah, we get Tio
Ah.
back. Tio, woo!
I have
Tia.
a voice.
You do.
Yay. Your character's returned. I knew it had to be you, Tio.
The hell happened to working out of state? Not that I'm complaining.
As it so happens, I boarded an international flight bound for Crossbell earlier today. I heard you all had your hands full over here, so I came back as soon as I could.
I'm glad you did.
If you hadn't bailed us out, we'd be toast right now, literally.
Yeah, we would, because I suck at Pom Pom Party. So, did the chief tell you where to find us?
Yes, I called his Enigma upon landing, and he said you would be here. I came straight from the airport.
We're in your debt. You truly saved us. Yep. Thanks, Tio.
No need. I'm glad I made it in time. Though our adversary just now made sure it wouldn't be easy. I was able to slip past the security locks he placed and assume control, but it was still too close for comfort.
Assume control? Oh, you mean the game?
Yes. Once I knew you were locked in there, I was able to backdoor my way into the terminal. Evidently, that hacker we faced is highly skilled.
That much is clear. So the bastard laid a trap and made his exit long before we arrived. Incidentally, Otto, did you trek through the entire geofront by yourself?
No, not exactly. I ran into company on my way, and we came together.
Company?
Is this the girl again? Shirley?
It's gotta be Shirley.
We
I feel like it has to be
really
Shirley.
should stop meeting like this.
Oh no,
No,
it's
no,
Yin.
it's Yin.
Still one of my voices, though.
Still
Hell yeah.
Mira.
You! But we still don't know who she is yet.
The one from Stargazer's Tower. Yin.
So, you failed to catch them. They're a crafting one
whoever they are. Vexatiously shrewd, as I've heard. Learned.
I'm gonna start using that word. That's a great word. Wow.
That is a fantastic word. Wait a minute.
Vexatiously? Yeah.
Does that hacker have any relation to Heiyue?
No, none to speak of at all. I do not believe they are connected with the Red Constellation either.
Really?
How can you say for sure?
Both Heiyue and the Red Constellation are too preoccupied with monitoring each other. That hacker, or whatever they are, shouldn't be affiliated with either one of them. They strike me as someone with an ulterior motive in regards to the trade conference.
The blueprints of Orcus Tower and the monitors would attest to that.
Easy to put two and two together after what just happened. It's good to finally meet you. Alex Dudley of the CPD's First Investigative Division.
Your reputation precedes you, Detective. I understand the trade conference is keeping your security forces busy.
No shortage of shadows hanging over this event, including a certain organization you're all too familiar with. Reason to believe you'd know a thing or two about that. I'd be curious to hear for myself. With that in mind, I'm going to have to ask you to come back to CPD headquarters with me. Dudley.
You serious right now?
On what charges? I don't recall having broken any state laws.
Oh, don't worry. It would only be for a friendly chat. If you aren't guilty of anything, then you should have no reason to object.
Hilarious.
Impressive.
Oh, a body double. He's a wielder of talisman arts.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline for tonight. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again soon regardless.
Lloyd, should we search the surrounding area?
No, there's no need. Besides, we need to head back to the surface. We can catch up once we return to the SSS building. Fine. I suppose there's nothing else we can do. Yeah, that was not the best way to attempt to try to take Yin in.
Hello, I want you to come with me to the police
Hi.
station.
Yeah, and I'm gonna draw
Hi,
my
you're under arrest.
yeah, I'm gonna draw my gun and try and tackle you when there are no charges filed against you.
Yeah, but do they have Miranda rights?
No, they don't in this world. At least it doesn't seem like it. Whatever, if it fits the story, yes. If it doesn't, no.
It's Tio! Hey, it's right! Tio's back! It's good to see you, Kia. Zite. Reporting in for duty, Chief Sergey.
Good to have you back, kid. Not a moment too soon from the sound of it.
No doubt. Tio saved us yet again.
Sorry, I was in a deep part of the Minecraft and a thing exploded. Hold. If it's my voice line.
It is.
There are spiders everywhere. Okay. Okay, I'm safe now. There we go. I don't know what would have happened if she hadn't shown up when she did. I'd rather not think about it.
You have my gratitude, just this once.
Aw, just this one time.
He's a tsundere.
I don't feel as though I did anything particularly of note.
Come on, what you getting all bashful for?
Your timing couldn't have been more impeccable if you ask me. It'd have been game over for us if we had to face that hacker by ourselves. Agreed. Chief? Dudley? At tomorrow's trade conference, would it be possible to add us to the security detail at Orcus Tower as well?
Lord, what are you saying?
Seriously, where's this coming from? Hmm.
I could swear I made it clear that I already have a comprehensive system in place. That may be the case. The hacker managed to snatch what appeared to be the tower's blueprints. Not to steal Ian's deduction, but that hacker likely has an ulterior motive regarding the conference. Or rather, I think they're working with someone else who's taking aim at it. Bet that's who they gave that data to.
Someone else?
But who? I mean...
A third party.
like, that's an obvious one. On the surface, the Red Constellation, Heiue, or even the Imperial and Republican governments are plausible candidates. I think there's another party that's even more likely to want those blueprints. Erebonian and Calvardian terrorists.
The ones we heard about from Princess Claudia and Prince Oliver?
Two terrorist groups working together to take out their respective national leaders.
It checks out. If they got their hands on those blueprints, they might be able to find a weak link in the building's security.
I can't rule out the possibility that some of the information we're going off of is just a red herring. Even so, we should operate under the assumption that a terrorist attack on Orcus Tower is planned for tomorrow. We at the SSS would like to help in any way we can, even if it's just by guarding the perimeter.
Well, there you have it.
Can somebody take care of that in the chat, please? Thank you.
So fast. Wow.
Oh, Mira removed the ban.
Oh my god.
You guys are so fast.
She removed it just so she could get the ban. That was what it was.
No, I didn't. I clicked it at the same time as him banning. I'm not that petty.
All right. Be on this first floor of Orcus Tower at 12 p.m. sharp tomorrow. I'll station you on site in the conference hall's backup. Really?
Holy hell, we're in the thick of things, huh?
My, how generous of you. Don't get ahead of yourself. As I said, you're only there as reserves. Lucky break or not, you did save the mayor from assassination. Moreover, one of your members has extensive knowledge of the orbital network. Bear in mind that you're only insurance on the off chance something goes awry. Understood.
Sir, yes, sir.
I get the sense that this is simply his roundabout way of showing affection.
As I said, Sundre.
Keep on spoiling us like this, and we're gonna have to start calling you our sugar Dudley.
Oh my god.
Sugar Dudley.
Sugar Dudley.
Oh no,
Oh,
don't
no,
teach
no,
Kia
Kia,
these
no.
things.
Oh no, Kia.
Hey, Ellie! What's the sugar part mean?
Well, it means they're very, very sweet. Like the way we are with you, Kia.
Oh no. No. Bad. Bad, Wazzy. Don't encourage this. Sounds like we have a new replacement for Doodles now. Smartasses.
Yeah. We're gonna have one hell of a tight schedule out of us tomorrow. Yeah, I agree, Zype.
Wait, Chief, you can understand him too?
He's been talking to him long enough. I mean,
That's true. That is true. He has probably spent the most time outside of Kyo with Zeit.
Yeah, you're right. He just gets it now.
You listen with your heart.
You know what's a problem sometimes when I get hit by an arrow from a skeleton in Minecraft and I actually jump in real life? I'm just so jumpy all the time.
Same.
Well, we aren't short on new requests. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, I have the... Hold on. Okay. They're each pretty eyebrow raising.
Let's try and address however many we can handle. We have at least a bit of free time before noon. And if we use the car, we can travel outside of town in no time at all. Let's use the car.
Yes, the car. I've been long anticipating this moment. Is it true that it was developed by the ZCF?
Yeah, that bad boy even put the First Division's wheels to shame.
Actually, if I mean to ask you, you just got home last night. Are you sure you're okay to work? No horrible ship lag? Be okay if you needed a day off to settle. Sorry, I should know better by now.
Mm-hmm.
You really should.
Gotta say, good to have Teotat officially back on the team.
Hey, she did listen to him and take time when she first fainted.
Indeed it is. She's a better match for our terminal than any of us, that's for certain. You guys are so in step even after all this time apart. Come to think of it, this marks the first full gathering of the new and improved special sports section.
I bet our friendly neighborhood leader is getting emotional. Well, I won't deny it. Regardless, it's great to have you back, Tio. Thanks for returning when we needed you most.
You're very welcome. I'm quite excited to get back to work.
This is starting to feel like old times again, huh? Glad to see you're all so raring to go. All the energy will keep you on your toes during the trade conference. You're gonna need it. Just make yourselves useful to security by operating the way you normally would.
Will do.
Are you going to be on standby at headquarters, Chief?
Yeah, they basically have me coordinating with all the different parties we've got on this whole affair. I'll still be around for backup, but I won't be joining the rest of the force at Orcus Tower. I'll contact you directly if you're under trouble, though.
Thanks for that.
We'll make sure to keep an ear out.
Alright, I'm gonna head out now.
Oh, by the way, is he at the library or something?
Yes, she left first thing this morning. She said she'd be back in town by noon, though.
Ah,
Back by
okay.
noon, though.
Guess we're all set then.
Alright, gang, let's roll.
Autobots, roll out.
I was trying to read my line and I got stabbed by something poisonous. I was like, oh no. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay. I don't know where we're supposed to be going.
I may also have to do a quick bathroom break in a second here.
You know, I appreciate the fact that our lights sit flat on our car. Unlike the rest of the frickin' police forces who sit in a
ours
V
is just
pattern
better in every single way.
on top of their stupid looking car. Also, you see this guy walking sideways?
Yeah, what's he doing there? Doing a little karaoke
He
shuffle?
fixed himself. No, it was way funnier when he was walking sideways. I want to see if I can get him to do it again. Come on. Yeah, he did it again.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hold harmonica and East crossbow. If only all Trails fans would stock up on battle scopes, then they could finally stop arguing about power levels. Yeah. 1761. Perhaps we ought to meet and discuss this properly. Properly? Is there anything proper about a woman's husband seeking out her true love to discuss their options? Dear, oh dear, the headache he had.
The poor man. I spy with my little eye another craft book. Hey newbies, looks like you're up.
Well, Noelle, think we can pull it off? She's off screen for some
back
reason.
now. Oh. Awkward. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Wazzy and Noel now have a craft.
I saw that as I was sitting down.
I'm punching every box I come across. Why? Because.
Because you one-shot them.
1461. As part of a business venture pushed upon him by his father-in-law, Cyril and his wife are now imposed to meet with his mayor. Its market is ever bustling and property values around it continue to rise. No, you cannot eat them, Celtic. Crimson & Co. is starting its own line of oil paints. Its flagship pigment is the Scarlet Ochre?
Objection!
Wow,
Is it O-C-H-E-R-E?
I think it's usually
It's ochre.
ochre. Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense. Scarlet Ogre. She's Scarlet Ochre. That would make sense. Well, it was just O-C-H-E-R, which is what confused me.
I think it's still ochre.
Okay.
Well, of course, yeah, usually that's spelled O-C-H-R-E, right? So, unless they just spelled it wrong in the translation.
And that's possible. Scratched in the bottom of the chest is a heart containing Anton Plus. The name on the right has been written over too many times to read. Oh, I know that reference. Fox.
I don't.
You won't know that reference until much later in the series.
Oh,
But
so
I
it's
know
a
that
spoiler then.
I'd love to cast one too, but the fishing spot is way over there. No, it's not a spoiler. It's just like a lore story, like the stories we're reading from the chests. This is just the first time it's ever mentioned. It's a story you find later in the game. Or later in the series.
I mean, honestly, Celtic, you could eat the weapons because we have our own right now because we are maxed out on this playthrough, so we don't really need the weapons we find.
I mean, you're right. I have some of them you could have and try, just can't have the ones I specifically have. What do you know? Another craft book. Looks like our two CGF alumni are a perfect fit for this time around.
Well, hot damn, ready to show everybody what we got, Noel?
And Noelle's once again off screen.
Where'd she go? He's
Her
like
and
way
Tio
over there,
just gone.
Just they won't know what hit them. Like,
I want to know what your parents think of you yelling these lines.
I don't
in your
know.
house.
Thankfully, with both doors closed, it's not too bad. They just kind of live. I just do my thing. They don't judge me.
I mean, they've heard her do D&D for a few years. It's
Unless there's a
fine.
large like bang in my room, like something falls in my shower, then they get a little concerned. But like otherwise, we're pretty good. Or if I smack a bug really hard on the wall, it makes a loud noise. Then they go check on me.
Must be nice having parents who respect your boundaries.
What are boundaries?
I don't know, something that my parents don't understand.
You know, our car just autopilots its way back to the city.
It's the Tesla.
Except it probably didn't hit anybody on the way. I'm assuming I need to go to Orcus Tower. Hi, Zite. Okay, you're just talking about
No.
hanging around the city.
That was adorable.
He's just chilling.
We could have talked through that.
Sorry.
I could see the tower clearly from my seat last night before landing at the airport. And yet, it appears even grander up close.
Exactly, Celtic. Exactly. That's exactly how we felt yesterday.
Crossbell's really put itself on the map with this one.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a little too big? I mean, what are they even going to use all those floors for? The old City Hall building's like a dollhouse compared to this, and it did the job just fine.
True, but the tower features more than just governmental facilities alone. In addition to housing the administrations of the city and state, there are floors dedicated to international trade and cultural exchange. You could say the aim was to make Orcus Tower the center of Western Zamoria itself.
Dang, talk about shooting for the moon.
It makes sense when you think about it. That's why they're hosting this trade conference as their first major event.
Don't forget, this building's completion is going to lead to even more financial and informational capital flowing into Crossbell. That'll be a handy bargaining chip when they're discussing new trade agreements, I'd imagine.
Yes, from what I've heard. Though the potential benefits might not be limited to just economic gain.
Anyway, what do y'all want to do? Go to meet Deli on the first floor at noon.
That's true, but we still have a good deal of time before then.
Alright, how about we take care of any unfinished business and prep work in the meantime? You don't want to be in a bind if it hits the fan this afternoon.
Good point. It's not like we'll be able to leave once the conference is underway.
Very well. Let us make sure to tie up any loose ends before we enter.
How many more ways can we tell you? Make sure to do everything past this point is no return. How many more times can we tell you? We're going to the tower. We're scheduled to meet up with Deli on the first floor at noon. Still a lot of time. But maybe we should just... Yep. You'll be unable to buy. Additionally. Yes.
It's okay if you eat the side quests, Celtic. He doesn't do them anyways.
We just completed 2 of them.
It's okay if you eat the side quests, Celtic. We never do them anyways.
I just did 2 of them. Wow. Better.
Get a load of this place. It's like high tech meets fancy living.
This feels even more futuristic than the IBC building.
Every floor is wired up to the Orbital network as well. There's also a direct line to the IBC for instant updates on stock market prices.
I heard about that. Uncle Dieter insisted on it.
A true economist to the end. He has banking on the brain even as a statesman. Well, all we can do now is wait for Deli to come pick us up.
The conference isn't open to the general public, so why don't we have a seat over there?
there you are. I like how he looks all professional in a suit and we're in our normal clothes.
Well, they didn't give us uniforms, so you know.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is our uniforms.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Dudley.
We're ready for our assignment.
It's noon sharp. Trade conference begins at 1 p.m. Master dignitaries will be here in around 30 minutes' time. Got it.
Where should we make our way for now in that case?
I would have preferred to familiarize you with the venue myself, but there's been a change of plans. I'll let you know that someone else will be showing you around. Someone else? Meaning... I have no idea who this is. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today. Oh, it's Peter.
So it's one of the people probably in charge of the building, so okay.
Mayor Croy?
Uncle!
Ellie, Lloyd, how long has it been? A few weeks or so? Hello to you too, Wazzy and Noel. Ah, and it's been far longer since I've seen you, Randy. Tia, welcome back. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you again.
Yes, it is, but what are you doing here?
The conference starts in less than an hour. Is it really okay for you to take the time out to greet us?
Nonsense. The preparations are just about finished. We're simply waiting for the dignitaries to arrive in the meantime. I thought showing you around the building would make a great break of sorts. I trust this all is all right with you, Dudley?
As you say, Mr. Mayor. See to it that you don't do anything to embarrass yourselves in front of him. Once you're done, come to the security command room on the 34th floor. Understood? All yours, Mr. Mayor. I'll see the rest of you soon.
You have my gratitude.
You know, I don't think we could do anything that would embarrass ourselves in front of Mayor Croy.
He loves us, so
Right?
I mean...
I think we could probably all fall on our faces.
And he'd
we'd
be like,
still...
it's okay, guys. You tried your best. Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, he would not care.
He'd laugh along with us. He would make us feel
Yeah.
better about it.
Haha, he's a talented detective, but a little inflexible, isn't he? Well, perhaps it's that particular quality that makes him so good at his work.
The First Division does have a reputation for doing things by the book, after all.
Ah, where are my manners? I forgot the most essential of all tour procedures. Ladies and gentlemen of the SSS, welcome to Orcus Tower. Follow me if you would.
Follow?
Welcome to the center of all the story, and where definitely there won't be any fighting.
Same as ever.
Follow?
Yes, and the apple we call Maribel didn't fall far from his tree.
Maybe, but it is nice of him to show us around personally before the conference.
Sure is. Let's take him up on the offer. Okay, following.
Can we follow now? There are 3 elevators?
Now you're just showing off.
Well, the building is 40 stories tall. And just for the record, there are actually 6 elevators if you count the ones reserved for private use.
That's impressive.
Keep in mind that we don't have time today to visit every floor. Sadly, we'll have to limit ourselves to those related to the conference. Now, without further ado, let us begin with the 34th floor, where the security command room is stationed.
After you.
I see. I heard the same from Dudley. It's quite a tricky situation we found ourselves in.
Yeah. Jaegers and Heiwei are cause for concern, not to mention whatever it is the Imperial and Republican governments are up to.
On top of that, there are terrorists aiming to take the lives of 2 heads of state.
And that isn't even including yesterday's mystery hacker. Would I be right in assuming that the stolen blueprints originated from one of your processing units?
Regrettably, yes. It would appear a sub-terminal of Orcus Towers was hacked into. After the IBC was hacked months ago, I had our system department boost their anti-hacking countermeasures. But clearly, it wasn't enough.
They didn't have anybody to chase them through the terminals.
Obviously.
Don't want to get me started.
You didn't have the right little guy flying through the ether space.
Yeah, they call it the interwebs. He had to go from web to web to try to get through there, and he got stuck on one. That's accurate. It's warranted. When you think about it, though, hacking isn't exactly the most commonplace skill.
Yep, most logical culprit would have to be someone with ties to the Epstein Foundation.
Chief Roberts is currently looking into that possibility. Though my intuition tells me that isn't the case this time.
Good intuition.
No, Pat, all we can do is wait for the results of his investigation. A Jaeger Corps, a crime syndicate, the looming threat of terrorists. Plenty to worry about already. Most troublesome, however, are the motives of a number of our esteemed dignitaries.
In other words, what some of the leaders are hoping to gain from the conference.
You're saying you're suspicious of the people you yourself invited? I have no misgivings about Princess Claudia or Prince Oliver, mind you. And the Grand Prince of Remiferia has given me no reason to doubt him either. Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith, however, are another matter entirely.
The leaders of 2 major powers.
They have the most to gain from controlling Crossbell's future. Have they tipped their hands on that front already?
Quite the opposite, actually. We've already sent preliminary proposals for various treaties and accords to each country ahead of the conference. Both sides have reacted suspiciously favorably toward everything we've suggested thus far. The way they're behaving, you would think these two are all for equitable growth in Western Zemuria.
That seems...
Unlikely to say the least.
Have a good night, Celtic.
The Empire and the Republic tend to clash over even the smallest issues.
Correct. These sudden shifts in disposition make me all the more uncertain about how this conference might unfold. I've already prepared for the worst case scenario, mentally speaking.
That seems wise.
So, on top of all the immediate danger, we're stuck in a political trap, too.
Haha, times like this are when I'm glad to have Speaker McDowell to lean on. If we play our cards right, we should also have the support of Liberal and Remiferia during those negotiations. Come what may, my heart is steeled. The only thing more I can do is pray that Adios is in our corner as well.
Michael.
Hard to believe you've even more on your plate today than I realized. Try to take up your time with this tour.
Don't mention it. On the contrary, I relish the opportunity for a nice change of pace. That's why I insisted that I be the one to show all of you around.
Well, when you put it that way.
It would be our honor, Mr. Mayor.
Heck yeah, we're down if you are. That's what I like to hear. Ah, perfect timing. We've arrived.
It only took 10 minutes.
Incredible. It's a lot of floors. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
34 floors in 10 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yeah, but they weren't even stopping at every floor. It's
Like,
just
they're not high-speed elevators. They're just basic elevators. We're still learning.
true.
Whoa!
It's absolutely amazing.
Boy, is it. Get a load of that view. Ha, I'm glad you all find it as satisfying as I do. This is the 34th floor, where much of the staff will be on standby during the trade conference. Are you ready to have a look around?
Lead the way, Mr. Mayor.
Wouldn't it be funny that we're being hoodwinked this whole entire time and Croy ends up being the absolute big bad?
I thought about that, actually. Secret Ouroboros agent. Dieter Croy.
Yeah.
That's why I do everything for justice. Here we have the security command room, and there's the press room just next door. There'll be a company of guardsmen from the CGF on the floor below in the event of any terrorist infiltration.
Right. I remember being briefed about that.
I bet they're gonna send the best CGF has to offer.
I suppose the press room is where Grace will be spending all of her time.
You mean that reporter from the Crossbell Times? That's right, I believe I saw her name on the list, so we can expect she'll be attending. Bear in mind that the press aren't permitted to leave this floor, with the exception of the press conference or any scheduled interviews.
Sounds reasonable enough.
What the hell is a water bee? Anyway, sorry. It's necessary. Sometimes reporters can get a little pushy for a surprise Q&A session. Enough to surpass the security, even.
Grace in a nutshell.
Hmm.
Thank you, Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Grace likely accounts for most of those instances, if not all of them.
I can only picture us dragging her away from somewhere she's not supposed to be.
Allow me to take the opportunity to show you into this room, where you will all die.
Well, now, this is more my kind of place. Looks like a break room, but it's so spacious.
Precisely. This is the lounge I had prepared for the conference. Feel free to use it yourselves during your downtime.
Thank you. We'll be sure to.
We could always stop by for tea later.
Let's head to the next floor, shall we?
Is this an emergency stairwell?
Looks like the way going down is sealed off, though. Normally, you'd be able to use these stairs to ascend all the way to the first floor. However, we've sealed them off in preparation for the conference. Only the stairs between floors 34, 35, and 36 will be open.
In other words, it's a security measure.
What do people do in case of emergency? Say, if an earthquake occurs.
Thank you, Ozzy. What the fuck?
If such an event come to pass, the gates to the stairwell will automatically open.
Okay, good.
This just goes to show that no security plan is foolproof, not when we have to account for the unexpected.
True, we'll do our part to cover any possible gaps.
Devising anti-hacking protocols will be a necessity, it seems.
Since we're here, why don't we take the stairs? Next up, the 35th floor, home to the International Conference Room.
Oh.
Is this it?
That's right. Before you is the stage upon which world leaders pursue the elusive dream that is diplomacy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the International Conference Room.
The flags of all the countries.
Ooh.
Now, which one belongs to which country?
I'm not playing that quiz.
Well, the far left was Crossbell, the one with the bird was liberal. That's all I got to see before it went away.
The horse is Erebonia. The stag is Remiferia. The whatever pot plant looking thing over there
Kind of like, yeah, like
cross-
leaves of
is,
some sort.
is Halvard.
I wasn't gonna say a pot plant, but I thought it.
I've never even seen anything like it. He keeps clicking.
I wasn't trying to. I
Twitchy!
was trying to hit the
Twitchy!
button. It was not twitching.
Twitchy!
It's not touching.
Twitchy.
Weston had to take a chunk out of the next floor up with how high the ceiling is. As it so happens, the 36th floor was designed in the shape of a U so as to accommodate the conference room. The antechambers to either side will house the staff of each respective dignitary. The personal security details will be on standby there as well.
Oh, that's smart.
Well, they all have to go somewhere, don't they?
Let us move to the final floor of our tour then, shall we?
Ba-doo.
The rooms prepared in this floor will be provided to the dignitaries participating in the conference. Allow me to show you around.
After you.
Oh, check this place out. Talk about swanky.
If you gave me a room like this, I don't think I'd want to leave it.
This one will serve as a waiting lounge for Prince Olivet. There are rooms in the West Wing as well, one assigned for each visiting participant. They also double as spaces to cool one's head should things get too heated during the conference.
That makes sense.
Are these rooms fitted with orbital cables as well?
That's right. We requested that the wiring be inconspicuously installed. Now then, why don't we put the other rooms aside for now? You see, there's one final place I'd like to show you. Haha, at ease, gentlemen. From these windows, you'll be able to command a full view of the conference as it progresses. There are curtains to make things private should a confidential meeting take place, but they'll be open on this occasion.
Good to know. This way, we can get a quick glance at how the conference is going while we're on patrol.
That's right. And if anything were to happen, we could rush in as soon as we saw it. We should make this a routine stop on our route then.
With that, now you've seen all 3 floors that will be part of your security round. However, if you would allow me, there is one more place I've been saving for last.
I mean, this wasn't it?
Huh? So, where are we going? Haha, isn't it obvious? The spot with the best view of all!
His
The
office.
roof.
Oh, no, just straight up roof.
Yeah.
The
Always
top.
Well, I assumed it was going to be his office, because, like, his office is obviously on the upper floor.
Is it?
I would assume
Whoa.
so. Look at that. It's breathtaking. Airship landing
Jesus.
Ooh.
pad. Wow. Words don't do it justice.
I'm surprised
Not
that
in
the
the
air.
least.
I'm surprised that the air isn't too thin.
Yeah, because they're a good, what, probably 500 feet plus?
Yeah.
I like how it looks like they just took like a map of, like on a piece of paper and they unfolded it and said, here's a good background.
Yep.
You can see the fold line dead center.
It's a mountain.
Yeah, it's a
No
mountain
mountain
range.
range is the absolute perfect on every single peak in a straight line.
Yep.
It's a mountain. Don't question it. The rest of the city looks like a miniature model from this far up.
Dang, makes me wish this whole get together was after dark. Bet the view at night's insane. This little area will eventually become an observation deck for the public. It'd be a terrible waste, after all, to restrict something so marvelous to government officials only.
I suggest putting higher walls in place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure people will love it.
I can't wait for us to take Kia here too.
You know, honestly, even with the government officials, I still recommend a higher wall because there are
Mhm.
people that are definitely prone to that type of scenario.
All it takes is one good push.
Oh, pardon me. Groy here. Is that so? Understood. I'll be right there. Just received word that the dignitaries have arrived at the tower. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll take my leave now.
Not at all. Thank you for showing us around.
We appreciated it.
Boy, did we. That was something else.
It was the tour of a lifetime.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you as well for giving me the change of pace I needed. I'll be seeing you all. Good luck with your security duties, and remember, give it everything you've got.
It's punishment time. We won't let you down. It's the least I could do to pay you back for that letter of recommendation.
ADS be with you. I'll be praying for your success at the conference.
As will I.
All right, let's make our way back to Dudley.
He should be in the security command room on the 34th floor by now.
Now the real work begins. Here's hoping this goes smoothly.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Let us hereby call to order the main session of the Western Maria Trade Conference.
I was like, man, speaking back now got real old real fast.
Oh, it's all this stress nowadays.
I mean, I can't say I blame him.
Fair.
This is gonna be a pay. Oh, you've got the lawyer as the scribe. Whoa, buddy.
God. No.
Oh dear.
He
Oh,
better
no.
not freaking talk.
He probably won't talk.
Don't
He's the
talk.
scribe. I doubt he's going to talk much, if at all. He's probably just there so that he can formally write things down and notarize it.
I, Henry McDowell, shall have the honor of officiating the proceedings. Conference is scheduled to run for approximately 5 hours, during which there'll be one intermission period. However, depending on how deliberations are progressing, a limited extension may be granted. I would now like to introduce to you 2 observers that will be joining us for the conference. Oh, dear God. Lawyer Anne Grimwood. He's a legal expert who is active not only in Crossbow, but our surrounding nations as well. I requested that he attend today's conference due to his familiarity with both common and international law.
I have a feeling he's gonna talk some. I guess I figured he was just gonna be a scribe and notary.
Something along the lines of.
It's a pleasure to be here, everyone. I'm Ian Grimwood at your service.
I love that that's his voice still. It
Mhm.
never fails to make me laugh. So this must be Crossbow's famous Grizzly Grim. Was I Prince Albert too?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Which one's Albert?
Albert's the Prince of Rimafaria.
Let me see if I wrote it down last time.
Rimafaria. I think I'm Prince Albert too because you had McDowell, Croy, and the Blood and Iron.
That sounds right.
I think
I've
I
not
took him 'cause
updated
then I
my
had-
list yet, so just go for it.
Yeah. Yes, I've heard of you as well. I see you're primarily concerned with issues regarding civil rights. And actually, I think that's pretty close to his actual voice.
It's an honor to meet you.
You flatter me. I hope my expertise proves useful to everyone today.
Oh, God, another one.
Another one.
Next, Bracer Arios McLean. You may recognize the name from his many outstanding achievements in our neighboring countries. I requested that he, too, attend us as a neutral observer on behalf of the Bracer Guild to further ensure our safety here today. That is correct. I'm Arios McLean. A pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Oh, I'm President Rocksmith. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
What was his voice? What did I do for his voice, though?
I think you made him kind of like the other Baron, whatever frick his name was.
Oh, yes.
Or-
So, there's just... Oh, that's not the right voice. You gotta figure out his voice real quick. So, this is the Divine Blade of Wind. The speaker assumes right. Your reputation greatly precedes you, even over in the Republic.
Tales of your deeds reach the Imperial capital as well. People often speak of Crossbow's divine blade, a man swathed in windboard might. I'm honored. Without further ado, we will begin by going over each proposal on today's docket. Mayor Dieter Croy will be our first proponent. The floor is yours, Mayor Croy. Thank you. Now, if you would all direct your attention to Bill number 1 in your provided materials.
It's begun.
Yeah. I already knew that Arios would be here, but I had no idea Mr. Grimwood was going to play a role too.
Sorry, I was doing my Duolingo while this was going on, because... Anyways, it would seem his moniker of Grizzly Grim is well known outside of Crossbell as well.
Keep in mind, conferences such as these are meant for establishing accords and agreements before governing bodies. As such, it's necessary to have someone on hand with expertise in international and common law.
Huh. I see. And who would make a better advisor than the man Grizzly Grim himself?
It's nice we can see the start of the conference and all, but this stuff is way over my head.
It's not as though it's not our place to be concerned with the actual discussions during the conference. Focus on what matters most, making sure today passes without incident. Understood?
Should we begin as planned?
Yes, attach you with patrolling the 34th, 35th, and 36th stories. Everyone on these floors should know who you are and why you're here. I'd advise you to take time to speak with members of the media and staff of dignitaries.
Roger that!
Good. I'll be heading back to the 34th floor now. ADOs protect you. Call me if anything happens.
Yes, Mom. Mama Dudley.
Dudley is usually pretty steely, but he's even on edge today.
I noticed too.
We'll see it.
It's hard to imagine today ending peacefully after what we experienced last night.
I agree. We're going to need to be hyper-vigilant on these patrols.
No kidding.
What do you say, leader? Ready to get this show on the road? I am. Let's follow Dudley's advice and speak with all the parties present. Don't care about the maids. Aha! I knew there'd be somebody.
Man, get a load of that view. And it's something, SSS.
Lecter?
What are you doing here?
Huh, come on, you guys. I'm part of His Excellency the Chancellor's staff. Nothing unusual about me kicking it back in here. Been a few weeks, guys and gals. We really gotta stop meeting like this.
Even today of all days? Hey,
Whoop.
wow.
That one I'll admit.
Twitchy!
That one, yes, that was a twitchy. Much as I hate it.
Even today of all days, you look like you don't have a care in the world.
What he looks like is someone with something to hide.
Accurate, Theo. Accurate.
Hey, don't be like that, little lady. One thing I'm hiding under all this charm is additional surplus charm.
Uh-huh.
So, Those glares in your faces tell me you guys have a boatload of questions you want to ask.
That's right. We've learned a thing or two in the past 24 hours. Specifically about the Imperial government's actions, or lack thereof, regarding the trade conference.
Alright, then I'm not exactly sure what you've heard. So let me shoot you a question of my own. Did you know that I'm working with the noble faction to take Gilead Osborne's life?
What?
What?
Oh?
Consider the source, everyone. Don't listen to a word he says.
I ain't falling for this one again, pal.
Well, us once, shame on you.
Dang, don't ruin a guy's fun like that. 2 out of 6 ain't bad, but I was hoping to string a half of you along at least.
I suppose we can chalk that one up as a crude attempt at humor then. Listen, Lecter, because I need to make something clear, I don't care what your position or goal is. From where I'm standing, you're the type of person who knows how to take responsibility and get the job done. Owing to that, the most logical thing to do would be to cooperate with us, at least as far as security is concerned. Am I wrong?
So that's your play. I was only fooling about that turncoat business just now, but you can't tell me it's totally impossible to picture, right? Gotta keep your eyes peeled at all times. Stay vigilant and see the signs. That's key to a good writer finding inspiration, you know?
I don't know any aspiring authors in this room, last I checked.
I've seen broken rifles shoot straighter than this guy. Sorry, but that's all the advice I can give you at the moment. Just keep an open mind about how things might play out. Expect the unexpected and all that jazz.
That's real helpful. Thanks.
Even now, I can't get a read on what he's thinking.
I feel like I understand him even less than I did before.
Alright. Kiliko's got to be in one of these rooms, right?
Somewhere.
Surely.
I would assume. She working.
Oh, that's the stairwell.
Surprise,
Yeah,
one of the maids is Joshua, but dressed up.
Yeah, no.
I would not put it past him.
Well,
He
actually,
makes
she
a
may
very
be in the...
pretty maid.
Yeah, she'd be in the side rooms.
Yeah, she's probably in
Mm-hmm.
one of these.
You're gonna have to talk to all the side
Yep.
room people. There she goes.
Well, we'll have to talk to the main characters. We don't have to talk to all the random soldiers, I don't think. But at least the main guys.
Well, look who it is. It's been some time, SSS. How are your patrols going?
Kilika?
Ah, but where are my manners? The last time we met, it was under different circumstances. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Kilika Ruin, aide to the President of the Calvin Republic, at your service. I have other responsibilities and titles, of course, but they're nothing worth mentioning.
I suppose not.
Would that include being an entertainment producer like you mentioned before? It would. Quite legitimately, in fact. It's just one of the many hats I don. There is, for that matter, a production company that offers back in the Republic as well.
I see. In other words, there are no holes to poke in your story.
She's a woman with a mask for every situation. Like any self-respecting spy, she knows how to use them.
Hey, I like me a little Mystique. What I wouldn't give to roleplay with her for just one night.
Oh
She
my
would
god. She
break
would
you.
destroy you.
Oh,
And not
talk
in the
about
way you
poke
want.
holes.
Randy, no. Randy, no. Don't do it.
I'm like gonna be poking holes.
Well. That's one of those comments best kept to yourself, Randy.
For your own sake, not because you should have, but for your own safety.
Care to share the conversation with the class, you three? Oh, that reminds me.
No.
A little birdie tells me that a little birdie invited you aboard the RC yesterday. I beg your pardon?
She knows Chloe.
And Sieg.
They don't know that.
I know.
We should have expected you would already know.
Jeez, how do your sources even get this stuff?
Settle down. It isn't anything to fret over. I am curious, though. Did you hear anything of note?
There's only some friendly advice, nothing more. There's still plenty we have to figure out for ourselves.
Is that right? Well, the same can be said of myself.
What?
I was merely thinking out loud. I can envision as many scenarios as I like, but that doesn't mean any of them will come to pass. With so many conflicting motives, there's still much we don't know. That's true of everyone working here today. Will today be the first day... Well, start over. Will today be the day the first domino falls, or is that juncture yet to come? Who can really say at this point in time?
I think I understand what you're getting at, but still. By the way, she's right on the mirror.
The only thing I'll add is my role today is nothing more than that of a presidential guardian and keeper. In that sense, you could almost consider us as colleagues. What say we put aside our allegiances and simply watch how the day unfolds? Beyond that, I have no further comments to make for the moment.
Fair enough. Thanks for the information. Alright, how's everybody feeling with time-wise?
I'm tired.
Can you finish off this last room with the Erebonian group?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll just... That way, the next time, we just start on the next floor.
Sounds like a plan.
I wasn't trying to talk to you, Royal Guardsman. How dare you?
1 second. Second.
One
second.
Mississippi.
Okay. If it isn't the special support section, I take it you've been securing the conference floors for everyone.
That's right. We managed to eke out an assignment as part of the security. So, this room is where they stash all the big guns, is it? Metaphorically speaking, of course.
About every last person, and he is a ranking officer.
Correct. By all accounts, this room alone could prevent a major incident.
Absolutely! Not to mention Senior Captain Schwartz's swordsmanship. I've heard it's as fearsome as it is elegant.
You are far too kind. It's nothing so extraordinary. That being said, no matter what happens, no one will lay so much as a finger on Her Highness. I swear it. Trust us to protect the conference room, and we will trust you to keep watch over the other floors.
Of course, thank you.
Okay, but if everyone in here is a high-rank officer, who is this person?
Let me just pause. She was trained by Cassius Bright.
Uh-huh.
Julia?
So she's got sword skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And she's over here like, oh, I'm not that fit. Yes, you are.
She's always
Yes.
been that humble.
She's
is
got
true.
skills.
Her and Chloe, because Chloe was trained by
Yes.
Julia.
Yeah, who was trained by him. So they
Yeah,
both
who
got
was trained by
skills.
Cassius. I mean, it's the same thing. Like even Richard. Richard was literally a direct disciple of
Yeah.
Cassius in the exact swordsman style as Cassius, unlike
Yeah.
her fencing style. Richard is an exact disciple of Cassius when he was when he used his divine blade, and he considers himself nowhere near of a good swordsman.
Like, sure, they're not at his level, but like they're still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they're no divine blades.
They're being
but,
humble.
I mean the same thing goes for Annalise though. Annalise is literally the granddaughter of the
Yeah.
leader of the creator of the Eight Leaves, and she's just as humble. She considers herself not a great swordswoman.
Yeah.
I think that just kind of comes with having the discipline. You know what I mean?
As
But-
I keep saying, they're just being humble.
Yes, yes. But I'm curious, considering they said everybody in this room, the high-ranking
Yeah.
official, who are you?
Talk to her. Find out.
Oh, I know this person.
Oh.
She's got a.
I know who this is. She's from okay. Tiny spoiler. She's in Cold Steel.
Okay.
Do you want to share the voice type with the rest of the class?
Yeah.
Yes, she is the most adorable character. In fact, they made her in another game because the fans love her so much. So she has an identical character in a different game, unrelated to this game, from Falcom, because she's such a well-loved character.
Okay.
But she disappears for a time in Cold Steel, and I was like, where is she? Oh, that's right, she's here.
Okay.
I'm finding her. I gotta find a voice scene of her. Okay. This right here. I'm going to briefly share this screen. Or no, not screen, audio. What am I doing? I don't want to share spoilers. I can share audio just fine. Okay. Let's see, routing. Okay. So, here is her voice.
Oh my goodness, she has such a petite voice.
She's a very petite girl.
Well, who needs voices, D, between the two of us? Between the two of us.
Between
I
what now?
mean,
I'm so tired, man.
I have fewer, but I don't know if I can do that.
I can give it a shot.
She will only be during this trade conference, and then she'll be...
I've been a nervous wreck all day. All right.
Yep,
Okay.
that worked.
Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah.
I've been a nervous wreck all day. But I can't let this opportunity go to waste, especially after Prince Oliver's done for the Academy. Most importantly, I'm here as a representative of Thor's. I've got to pull myself together and chip in.
What's a girl in a school uniform doing here?
I did hear that a student was going to be accompanying the Imperial government to the conference. Supposedly, they're hoping to gain some real-world experience, being one of the best and brightest of the academy. That must be her.
Damn, here I was thinking someone just couldn't find a babysitter.
So, that's a joke that doesn't come across in this thing. She's like maybe
She's 12.
no. She is at this point in time, she's 17 or 8. Yeah, 17. She stands about 4'10".
She's so tiny.
She's very small, and she has a very petite figure. She looks like she'd be like 11 or 12. Maybe 13. But she's like 17. It is a running joke in Cold Steel how tiny she is. Yeah, her and Tio are about the same build and height.
Somehow, I get the feeling she and I would have a lot to talk about.
She has to have skipped a grade or two, right?
Well, you never know. That girl just might be around the same age as you and Lloyd. Seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, so I guess she could be older than she looks.
It will be nice to get to know her, but we're a bit pressed up for time today.
And now I get to talk to myself again. It's good to see you again, Major Vander.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary yet?
I'm just going to stand awkwardly close to your face this conversation. Ah, hello there, SSS. There's hardly enough reason to let our guards down, but things have been calm thus far. Even the discourse of the conference itself has been civil. I'm admittedly impressed by how smoothly things are going. If the conference continues to go well, that will at least alleviate some of the stress on the prince's shoulders.
Is everything okay, Major Vander?
He's trying to think of a way to ask out Julia.
You seem to have a lot on your mind.
I suppose you could say that. In a sense, we've only come this far because of the seeds he chose to sow. But never mind that. What matters most right now is our duties to the conference. I have a role to play as the prince's escort. Just as I'm sure you all have your own, keeping the conference secure. Right, that much is certain. Alrighty. Boop,
Ba-doo-ba-doo-da-boop.
boop,
Alright.
ba-doo-doo.
Boop-ba-da-boop.
Ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
gonna go raid Legends of Evandris.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. And we will see you all next time. Bye.